frontier. So let's open the box and take a look at it. And the box is a little bit damaged here and dirty, which I think says more about DPD and the time pressure they put their drivers under than anything. Hopefully the contents are fine. I'm confident that they will be. So we've got a nice tough heavy duty bag, zips right round here. That's Advantage 1 sorted over my old bivvy. This is a smaller, less bulky, lighter bivvy. The bag opens up, so you've got to spend ages stuffing it in the top. It actually comes with an instruction manual, which is a first as far as I'm aware. I've never seen a bivvy with one before. So this is how it comes packed up. It's all wrapped in the ground sheet. Quite neat. No doubt I'll never get it this neat again, so admire that while you can. Right, so that's freestanding in about, I don't know, a minute, 2 minutes at a first attempt. So that's not too bad. Obviously at this point we can peg it down. I believe the pegs are in here. Yep, so we've got some decent enough looking pegs and some extra guy ropes in case it's really windy. Hopefully won't really ever need to use those. It's quite good, they've got a metal cap on the end, so if you do need to hammer them into the ground, then they're going to stand up to it. Not that I like to do that, because I don't want to be putting those vibrations through the water really. Let's put a couple of pegs in and we'll go from there. And this little bag should be the zip-on front. So I've got 2 pieces in here. Okay. Mozzie mesh, clear door, solid infill panel. Excellent. And then this bag here should be, yep, storm poles. So should we need those, they're going to go through these little sleeves on the front, attach into these little threaded bits up here. Feels pretty solid considering I've put 3 pegs in, only one of the storm poles. I can see me not always bothering to use those. Don't think you're necessarily going to need them. So it's gone up pretty quickly and easily, even at the first attempt. It seems pretty robust, pretty solid. Quite impressed, first impressions. I've opened one of the big rear vents, partly so you can see me, it lets some light in. It's got a blackout lining so it's darker in here, which I'm hoping is going to help me sleep better on the bank, because I don't tend to sleep that well when I'm fishing normally. I think there's plenty of room in here for me as a one-man bivvy. I know some people will want more space, but I don't see any need for it. I've got room for a little bit of storage under and behind the bed chair, a little bit over there, a little bit over there. Happy days. All I need. Now, I've been using an old JRC bivvy that's probably 10 years old or more. It's got a hole in it, even where it is intact. I'm not too sure of the waterproofing on it. I always put the overwrap on because I'm not confident that it's going to hold out the water otherwise. And it's quite bulky and heavy, and it's just a pain to put up and pack down and put away. And let's be honest, we're anglers, we go fishing for fun. We're not doing it because we need to eat the fish, we're not doing it for a living. It's just meant to be fun. So if some aspect of fishing is not fun, I want to eliminate that or minimise it. So I wanted a bivvy that would go up really quickly, pack away really quickly and easily, take away that hassle. And I looked at loads of different options, and I was quite close to buying a Tracker Tempest. But once you add into that the front and the ground sheet and probably an overwrap and all the other bits and pieces that you're going to want, it's a similar price to one of these. And this is a heavier weight material. It seems like it's going to be more durable. If you wanted to go really ultra light and you really wanted to get the smallest pack down size you could, be as portable as possible, then nothing beats a brolly system like the Tracker. But one of the big considerations for me is how water resistant the bivvy is. That's the main thing it's got to do. You know, even if you're just sleeping under a big brolly, the main thing you want to do is to keep you and your kit dry, and that's how you stay warmer as well. Once you're wet, you're miserable. Now, some bivvies and brolly systems are only a 5,000mm hydrostatic head. This is a 20,000. Basically what that means is the test they do is they clamp a piece of material and they pump water onto it at really high pressure, and when it starts to seep through, that pressure is the rating it gets and the equivalent of a water column. So this will resist water effectively up to 20 metres. Now hopefully I'm never going to be fishing in rain so heavy that it's like being 20 metres underwater. So you might say that's a ridiculous test, it's a bit excessive, and maybe 5,000 is okay. But my thinking is, if you buy a 5,000mm hydrostatic head material and you use it for 3 years, 5 years, and it loses 20% of its water resistance, 50% of its water resistance, it's getting quite low. If you start out at 20,000, even if it loses half of that in 5 years, and I'm hoping it won't degrade at that sort of rate, you're still ending up above where you started with the other one. All these storm poles and the ribs and everything are all powder coated by the looks, and they feel fairly robust. It's no good having really good strong watertight material and then having the poles let you down. That is a weakness that I've seen a lot of people complain about in reviews of some of the other bivvies of this nature and brolly systems. They've got thin lightweight aluminium poles, and then that's what fails you. This little system that you might have seen in some of Fox's own videos, where you can open up a bit of the ground sheet so you don't get muddy boots on it. It's a nice idea. It wouldn't really be a selling point for me, I'll be honest, I'm not that fussed, but One very handy thing is it helps you locate the front of the ground sheet straight away. The amount of times with the old one I've started to put it in and then realised it's the wrong way round, they're always such a faff. This just clips in with these little plastic toggle clips, and I think I could probably tension all those up and get it sitting a bit tighter. But even as it is, you've got quite a wide margin around the bottom of the bivvy itself here that overlaps, so it does quite a good job. You've got some big vents at the back here, and what I quite like is the fact that you can actually open them out, and with that toggle there you can peg that back, so if it's raining you can hold it open via that, you get a little elasticated strap, peg it down, and then you can have some ventilation but no rain's going to get in. I really like the fact that these elbow joints have these lugs on so they can't rotate and twist the material. That's a really good feature. So first impressions, I'm really impressed with the bivvy. It goes up really quickly, packs away really quickly, reasonably small and light. I think it's going to be comfortable, it should be nice and waterproof, feels really sturdy, it's all good. My one complaint so far is with this instruction manual. The health and safety warnings are quite funny, but who am I to disagree with Fox's lawyers or health and safety experts? The thing is, it tells you how to put the bivvy up, and it tells you how to use accessories like the Vapor Peak. It doesn't show you anything about packing it away. It's pretty straightforward, I'm sure people will get it, but I watched one of Fox's videos on YouTube with Harry Charrington, and he was saying when you're packing it away, don't just push down on this central pole, the reverse of putting it up. You have to actually push it up a little bit first and hold this button down to unlock it before you pack it away like that. Now, given that there is a locking mechanism there and they're not telling people that, presumably if you just try and shove that down, it's going to damage it. So why isn't that in the manual? Come on Fox, you can do better.